characters you just heard, Party God, generated by my words. It's Captain Penis's theme song. I enjoy it. Oh, it has been a hot moment since I have been on air. It is definitely, it's been a trip. I've been, hello, Sumi. Oh my goodness. It is Thursday. It is almost the one, it is almost Friday. I only have Friday off this week, so that's, oh my goodness. So we're working on Captain Penis today. He gets all the work this week where Call Dance got last week. I'm just starting to accept that August and September are the months that I get the least amount of streaming done, and I am feeling better. I'm just there's too much going on and not enough me to get it all done. So, and unfortunately, when needs and wants come down to the nitty gritty, streaming is a want, not a need. So I that's one of the first things to get cut when I got to knock down. Ah, but I have I've been a busy raw. Monday I got my eye poked, so now my vision is actually pretty clear. That's a beauty. That is the beauty of the drugs that get poked into my eyes is they make my vision very, very clear. So, and then lifeguarding was beautiful. It was gorgeous days, no complaints about the lifeguarding. The people were fantastic. They actually went in the water. There have been years where this particular crowd has never gone into the water because they just don't. I don't have answers for that. They just don't. But this year was not one of them. I love that you love the awu. Um, so I decided in all of my busyness that I have a lot of works in progress. Now, a lot of these works are literally just moments from being completed, but because I have ADHD brain, I haven't done that yet. So, my remainder of the 3 months of the year, I'm taking all of my almost done works in progress, everything that I have materials for that is just really super close to being done, and I'm going to clear them from my plate. Um, and the things that I don't have enough to fully get done, I'm going to get up to the point where I've used the materials that I have bought for the project to get it up to the point where I don't have the materials to continue. Just to kind of declutter and get projects and presents out to where they need to go, stuff like that. So that is the my goal for the remainder of the year. My stream schedule is not going to change. It's just kind of like a behind the scenes kind of thing because obviously these two are the two cross stitches are obviously works in progress. So they are in the cate- category of I get to keep working on it. And I'm gonna need it can be a group goal too. Um, I actually a coworker saw the woo that I made Sume and was like, "Oh my god, I want one," and I'm like, "Okay," but this coworker likes the plushy yarn, and I hate the plushy yarn, and so I didn't take too many pictures of it, but it kind of looks neat. He's super cute. super cute, but I'm not good with plushy yarn. So I got that one. That was like the first. That was the first one done. That was the first almost done work in progress thing that got done. Um, hmm. But like for house projects, I have my attic space that I'm still working on that I keep making excuses to not work on. I have like I have my dragon scale hood that I'm working on. I actually got quite a bit of progress done on that working lifeguarding because while people went swimming, it wasn't for very long, and I was only there for 3 hours to begin with. So, but that's just crocodile stitch. Like I have two crocodile stitch patterns. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Honestly, what kind of started this get the works in progress out of the way is when I finally finished a coworker's sweater that I just had to reweave a section of it, and it had taken me almost a year. It took me 5 minutes to get the entire thing done, but it took me almost a year to get to that 5 minutes. So I'm trying to knock that off. Um, because I have two crocodile stitch projects that I'm working on. I have just a simple market bag, which I'm honestly legit thinking about pulling and starting over again because it was when I first started crocheting and it's just absolute shit and I can do better. So I'm thinking about pulling that one and just redoing it. I might just stash the yarn and redo it later. Like just kind of place it off the work in progress pile and not make it a work in progress anymore. Just make it a cake of yarn. Um, yeah, that might actually have to happen. Um, un- unwhip it. Um, for the house, I have a uh, wallpapering project that I've been working on for ages and just haven't like finished. So I have that. I have working on my working on my stairs because right now they look like abandoned house stairs and they shouldn't. Like I have plenty of stuff to keep me busy. So I'm not worried about that. It's just I need to get them out of my wheelhouse of hey, this is almost done. Why haven't we finished this? And there are bigger projects that I don't have all the materials for, but that I can start and then gather the materials for the next step. But that is what I've been doing the past week or so, because I think I last streamed on Friday. No, I didn't stream on Friday because I wasn't feeling good. I was just exhausted. Um, but I got good sleep. And I knew the beginning of this week was hell on earth. Oh, I don't think I have anything planned next week. So it might be my normal Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday next week. Um, I am streaming with Das tomorrow at 7 p.m. So, and I even have everything all prepped. So, oh, and I have diamond art things that I need to finish. I have a huge picture that I'm working on that I honestly started at the beginning of the year and having it set for an end of year project. So hopefully I can get that done by the end of the year. Oh, I have so many crafts. So many crafts. I'm not starting anything new, I swear. I'm really not. I mean, I haven't even like I went. I'm trying to. No, you got. I haven't. I sold a couple things at my market. But I'm not even making more stuff to go out for markets and whatnot because I need to sell what I have. What I have is not bad stuff. And if people want stuff that they don't see, commissions are a different thing. I will do commissions. Right here is a commission cross stitch that I've been working on. That is on my work in progress to get out of my door because the person didn't give me a deadline, and that is why it is continually sitting right there. It's over halfway done. It's just they didn't give me a deadline, so it's not prioritized. So I'm giving myself deadlines. That is the important bit. It's everything that I have to do. I'm giving myself the deadlines. And they're pliable deadlines, though. They're not like, oh my god, you need to get this done deadlines. Okay. I finally so I'm working on 890 as a color. So I finally have gotten I accidentally knocked my visual camera down a little bit, but um I was working on this area here because I had to because there's a count error somewhere in here. So I had to work around it to so I could get down to the giant chunk down here, which I have absolutely gotten to finally. So it's not and it's not too bad. Um I think I've evened it out into this area. Um and that's fine. Count errors happen. So unless you want to frog the entire thing, which I don't. I don't. I have all of this over here all done. I'm not frogging shit. Uh so yeah, I'm just trying to because the 890 goes down. There's a huge clump of it down here that I've been avoiding because I needed to get around so I could figure out safely and correctly how to get down here. Okay, so it's down one. Ooh, it even lines up. Oh, that makes me sick. Okay, so it's three away from this. One, two, gap of three. So one, two, three. I did it. I still, and like on the stream side, one of my goals is to figure out how to stream via TikTok through OBS because I technically don't have 1,000 followers on my TikTok account. So they give me live temporarily, but I can only do it through my phone. And I'm like, no, this is not how we roll, yo. So, and it's a good chunk before I even get to the 1,000 that I need, the 1,000 followers that I need. Frustrating, yes, but it is what it is. It's mostly because I don't pander to people. And I'm so devoted to my goal of getting my works in progress done and not buying yarn just willy-nilly. I'm not even buying for projects right now. Like, honestly, when I go to the thrift stores, do I look at the craft area? Absolutely. But unless it's something incredibly rare, or like a deal that I won't see again, like the tote of Ada cloth that I bought for $70. No, the 3 totes of Ada cloth that I bought for $70. I would have never seen that deal again. And I have no regrets. I have a bureau full of white Ada cloth that is waiting for me to just play with dyeing and whatnot. But and I need to get that spark. I need to get that spark back because it's great stuff. But I went to the store yesterday and I saw 2 giant cakes of purple Karen. I don't know how to say their brand name. 2 extra large variegated purple cakes, and they generally sell for $20 a pop. And I saw them for $15. Now, I have no projects that size planned. I have more than enough yarn, as I have stated several times. So I did not purchase it. I was so proud of myself. I was actually in there just looking for like show organization stuff. Because I get a lot of ideas from going into thrift stores. So a lot of metal shelving I can get from thrift stores. So I don't have to have them new. Both the Shepherds are sleeping behind me. Let me see if I can pull up a good sign of them, good view of them. Let's see what Pupper Cam says. Pupper Cam still needs to be adjusted. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It still needs to be adjusted, so no puppers. No showing off the puppers. Because the second I stand up, they're gonna get up and run around. Because them's the rules. Husband creature got a new job, so he might be. I know he's not gonna be hanging out in the stream any much more because he's going to a daytime job. He's doing an 8 to 4 kind of job. So, but he'll be around a little bit more for potential gaming. Uh, you're fine. I moved, just as predicted. Doggo, Doggo was all about it. I actually have after stream plans today to go get dog food. Mhm. Mhm. I'm hoping to get a good chunk of the 890 done today because I have this area that I'm working on, one monster column left, and then a little bit up on the up on the ridge. Okay, I just cut that. Okay, so here's where we expand out just this. It feels really good to be cross stitching again. I legitimately, what the days that I've canceled stream or I haven't been cross stitching. I haven't really, other than like the little bit of crocheting I did the past couple days. I haven't really been crafting because I've been trying to clean and organize and I still haven't. I still have not put away all my stuff from the craft. And I'll probably do that tomorrow to be completely fair, I'll probably do it tomorrow. But again, I August and September, I think I need to start planning that those 2 months are going to be just like roulette stream. Like, am I gonna stream? Am I not gonna stream? But I also this is where the ADHD takes over. Is you guys are my structure. My stream is structure for me. I get up. It's what I do. You guys are part of my. You guys are part of my life. Um, and that's why I say I would be doing this whether I have someone watching or not, because it is my structure. I started doing it. I set a schedule. We're gonna get this done. That's how my brain works. And even like if I change it, it's like, okay, I've blocked this time out. This is what I'm gonna do. I did not go out nearly as far as I should have. Okay. Well, it's funny because I'm seeing the count error that I thought was over here is actually there's a short column that doesn't have the full 10 because it's where I'm working right now. For whatever reason, the column is closer to 9. I think it's a 9 column where it should have been a 10. 2. But that's okay. We're working around it. And then that form, then I'm gonna four. So I'm gonna give you guys a heads up, whoever's listening in the ether. I'm putting something on my wish list. That it's not a cheap wish list thing. Please don't ever feel obligated, but it is. I have to look closer on a bigger screen because I saw it on. I've been talking about it. It's the aluminum frame where it has the center rolls and it pushes out the sides. Now, I'm only going to put a smaller one on because I really think that I could build it, but at the same time, I want to have a smaller one so I can see how to. It's kind of like what I did with my scroll frames here. Is I think I think I can make a bigger one. Might not be of the same quality, but it's just for me. I'm not selling these things. But at the same time, because of the price point, while I support, and ultimately I still might end up buying one. But right now, I just want a small one to see if it's actually worth it. And if I can replicate it in if I can machine it for myself, that's what I do. I'm sorry. There's very few things that I will spend the kind of money that I was seeing on my arts and crafts currently. It looks like a really good system, and if it holds up to the hype, I might say fuck it and order a bigger one. But right now, it looks like it's from a Temu-ish website. So I'm trying to find either a Temu or an Amazon equivalent to try it out because I want the system, but I'm scared. Mhm. Right now, I'm just trying to make sure I didn't do another count error, because the row above I didn't go out far enough, and so I'm just trying to fix my boopsies. And even with clearer vision, like, it's still kind of foggy. Oh, I also have a beading project that is on my plate of work in progress. Two beading projects to get off my plate. So I'm I'm sitting here. I'm processing all of my projects, and one of the things I need to do is write them down. Mm-hmm. I'm actually getting close to the end of this section. Why are we staring at me in wonder? Okay, that works. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't like a specific reason that because I assure you, I am a hot mess dumpster fire. I mean, it is a sight to see. Absolutely, hands down. I understand when people stop and stare, but I just want to be clear. Hot dumpster fire. Like, don't be like, oh no, you do so many amazing things. I could never do that. Rest assured, you too can be a hot mess dumpster fire just like me. You too can be a hot mess dumpster fire. Come along, follow my ways. It's Party God. I actually really like this song. Sorry, I cranked it a little too high. I really like my music. And then it switches over to a fast. This is my brain, my friend. This is my brain. Okay. What? This section. Well, let me finish this line. I think I'll have like 3 or 4 lines in this little clumpy right here. Then I gotta go start a new column. And I've only been doing the columns of 10 with the 890 because unlike with Divine Instinct where it was just block color back and forth, this is not block color. It is a pain in my butt. But it's not confetti either. It's steady color. I don't know if there's a difference between block and confetti. Well, I don't know if there's a middle ground, I should say. So the director at the camp that I lifeguard at is trying to poach me. One second, I dropped my needle, which is never, never, ever, ever, ever a safe thing. Never. I found it. I did find it. Oh, so Kelpie, I did not ignore you at all. I did see that you were scared to start sewing things onto your denim jacket. I honestly, I'll get you their name, but I just recently started following a seamstress TikToker where she covers really good like easy ways to like repair or expand or uh, bring in your clothing and whatnot, and she uses really simple terms and she's really 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 good. The first thing that I have learned from her is get a steel sewing needle. I actually think I have steel sewing needles. I know I use steel embroidery needles, so I don't know why I wouldn't have steel sewing needles. Let's see. Steel steel sewing needles. First thing, steel. Um because and so I'm not opposed to what comes in the kits, and goodness knows I have used my fair share of what comes in the kits. But if you want quality, use steel needles. Um, they are easier to they keep their sharp better if you're looking for sewing needles. You can punch through uh if if my brain would work properly, you can punch through thicker fabrics easier with steel because steel does not bend. Iron needles bend. Iron needles are good for keeping the fae away, um, but steel is better. Uh, and let's see. Wow, it's only 10. Hey, are you okay? Hey. It's your other ear now? So, the other day, Pixie had gunk in her left ear, or her right ear. So I very dainty got in there. She didn't like it very much. She cried a little bit. That's a hot ear. I'm gonna have to clean that out. So at my break at 11, I'm gonna be cleaning out her ear. I'm sorry, baby girl. But her other ear, her left ear is now, or no, her right ear. It was her left ear, but now her right ear is yucky yuck. I know. I will get it on my break. Okay. You're a good girl. So today Pixie was a treasure finder. Um, we were walking, and she was being Pixie. She actually didn't really do anything, but she was doing her thing, and we found a ring. I don't know if I can. But yeah, found a ring. Very nice ring. It's a size 10. Because I have, funny enough, of all the things I have in my house, I have a ring sizer. Um, but yeah, found it. It doesn't have any maker's mark, so I don't think it's anything like legit. But it's very pretty. And I'll post it. I'll post it that I found it. Um, hello. Well, unless he was wandering around Bangor, like, yeah, it it's a size 10 ring, and husband creature is a size 13. So I know it's not that, and I know he wasn't walking out and about and around. Let's see. Hello, Jules. Long time no see. Mostly because I've been off the face of this earth for a whole. It feels like forever. I know it's only been like a week, but it feels like forever. I work in dog time, which laugh at me if you will, but I work in dog time. It has been forever. It's like, bro, it's only been a week. It's forever. I think that's part of the reason, like, why when I get something done, like, faster than someone else or a majority of people, it feels like forever for me because I didn't get it done. I didn't get it done in my brain's set time frame that I should have gotten it done in. I get it. I get it, Sumi. I get it. And I've been behind the scenes. I've been lurking. I've been reading. I just that's my fatal flaw. Is my I I'm like, that's why, like, it says chat and I'll interact. I'm very like NPC. I don't I don't have any desire to have main character energy. I am a good, solid, secure NPC. I don't want I don't want to be the main character. Let me be the fucking NPC. Everybody's like, but you have great main character energy. I'm like, no, that's where you're wrong, my friend. That is where you're wrong. Because I require the interaction. I might give great main character energy when I am interacting with you, but the second you walk away, I go and do my own thing, and I am happy doing my own thing. I do not want to be the main character. I want to be the NPC that hands out goodies and makes people happy. Oh yeah, I get that. Like, I'll swap between ebook and book. But honestly, if I can sit, like, if I'm traveling, ebook is the way to go. It's just easier. But if I can sit and have the opportunity to just read, book is the way I go. Okay, 2, skip 1 and 3. Skip 1 and 3. Oh, this is my version of crazy weasels in a western. No, my sea shanty of the weasels. Oh, 1 second. Yes, yeah. Oh. I kind of felt it, but apparently my sugar decided to yeah, overdrive. Yeah, yeah. I completely understand. So, who here has actually read Straw Girl? I know I've sent out quite a few copies. I know a couple of e-copies were bought. My bestie wrote a book. If you have read it, please go to her Amazon page and review it. And if you have negative comments, please make them constructive. But Bridget is also neurodivergent, so she writes in a tone that really tends to grab a lot of neurodivergent. Oh, that's bullshit. Okay, so here's the thing, Sume. Do you like it enough that if a mysterious rock creature with funds sent it to you, that you would want it to own, or do you just not have space? Is that why you don't own it? Because I'm an enabler. Husband creature is husband creature enables me, and I enable everybody else. Oh, also, butterscotch Snickers. They just have a hint of butterscotch. If you're expecting a Werther's butterscotch, don't buy these. They just have a hint of butterscotch. They're really good. They fix my low sugars really well because Snickers has the peanut butter, or the peanuts, I should say. They have the peanuts, and they have the things to fix my sugar fast, but also to support it with the proteins. So I support Snickers. Now since my A1C, because I don't have my pump, my A1C in October, a couple weeks, or September rather, was 9.2. I'm not proud of that number. That is a number that I thought I'd left long behind. But since life has tossed the dice at me, and this is where I'm at, I am actively trying to balance out my sugar manually, which is a task. So I'm trying to eat better and take care of my celiacs and my diet as I say this, and I'm eating Snickers. But sometimes, like, the high protein version doesn't have a whole lot of carbs, and then I get full. So I do use the Boost meal replacements because I don't get hungry, and that's a really, really hard spot to be in. With the TISM and the ADHD and the celiacs and the diabetes, food is a really, really, really big trigger for me that I don't generally talk about a lot because it's hard to do. Because when I was growing up learning about my diabetes, food was used to control me. Oh, yeah. So, the first thing I did when I finally moved out of my parents' house, and something with hindsight being 2020, first thing I did was I stopped paying attention to my numbers and I ate what I wanted because back then I didn't have the celiac disorder, or it hadn't manifested yet. I had it; it was in my system. It's an autoimmune disorder, so you always have it, but it didn't it didn't manifest till I was 27. Um, but I'm trying to reestablish my balance that I tell everybody else to have, because I do. I legitimately work in a world of extremes. And with those extremes, it's like all or nothing. And that's not something that it's a whole lot of, hey, look at the birdie. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. I want you to eat I want you to eat what you want, just within moderation. And I do. I eat very much within moderation. Um but at the same time, I will hold back from eating something because it's gonna I know what it's gonna do. Oh my goodness. See, for me, like, until until I was diagnosed with diabetes. Like, my parents were, we don't care what you eat. We ate very healthy. Don't get me wrong. I ate healthy. I was learning how to cook, so we we made we English has decided to quit my vocabulary. Um, like, we cooked. It wasn't like out of a box kind of thing, and we didn't have a whole lot of sweets. So it wasn't like, when I say like controlled my food, like, it's whenever I was eating something. Um, that there's a very a very good reason that I say, please never walk up to me and go, should you be eating that? I'm very open about my food trauma, because out of the gate, like, part of what my abuser did to me was he controlled my food to the point where I was willing to eat milk bone. And I remember eating milk bones because I was just so goddamn hungry. Or going in and just eating mayonnaise or butter. I remember this. Plain oatmeal with nothing in it. I remember eating these things because I was just so hungry. Um, and milk bones, my friends, milk bones are just like human cookies, but they don't use sugar. They use beef broth. just so you know, milk bones actually aren't that bad for you. Like, I don't encourage it, but push comes to shove, they are sustenance. Um, but food is a very large trigger for myself, and I know it's a huge trigger for a lot of women because of the image, at least in the United States, Canada area. I would dare extend it to um Britain and its former territories, but the the skinny image, um, which I have never been a huge. I know you guys don't see a whole lot of me, and I wear very loose fitting clothing. I'm not huge. I'm not a size two. Um, my waist is 38. I have a 38-inch waist. Um, but I'm a lot of muscle. I am fully capable of kicking down doors. Um, but I don't. While I appreciate for me, it's not a visual thing. Beauty is not a visual thing. Yeah, yeah. Some things are nicer to look at than others, but I don't. I don't adhere to normal. um, yeah, that's all I can do is I don't adhere to normal when it comes to like beauty standards. Um, do I like looking at Jason Momoa? Absolutely. I have a few very good-looking male friends. They are very, very handsome. I appreciate the aesthetic, but I know the amount of work that body takes, and I demand more attention than the gym. So I like me my dad bod. Husband Creature has a great dad bod. I love Husband Creature, and I love his dad bod. Oh yeah. Uh, so I give people dirty looks when they toss me sugar-free things. Um, because I I sugar-free tastes like ass. It's kind of like gluten-free. Gluten-free, I don't have too much of a choice. I have my favorite brands, but when you a lot of the gluten free A lot of the gluten-free things are dairy-free. They're vegan. They're vegetarian. They are nut-free. I hold I hold no ill will to the people with that combination of allergies or one or the other. But sometimes all I want is something that's just gluten-free. Just gluten-free. Give me the butter. Give me the actual chocolate. Give me the everything else. Just swap it out for an almond flour or a rice flour and just make it gluten-free. Um and I was having a conversation at the craft fair about this, and it's rough. I a lot of the cooks at work. I'm like, guys, I'm not looking for healthy. I have a bag of cookies behind me. I like food. I love food. Food is fantastic. I'm a very food motivated person. The reason I take money is so I can go get food. But a lot of that stems from my food trauma where I was starved at such a young age. My brain was not fully formed. And I went through periods of starvation intentionally by my care providers. So not only do I have trust issues, I have a lot of food issues. And I've come to terms with a lot of them, but so many people don't believe me when I am an open book and I tell people about them. Oh, it can't be that bad. And then my sugar crashes and I try to eat their soul because they touched my food. And then they call me mean for it. Husband creature. um, but when someone, like, I've grown up and has it bitten me in the ass sometimes? Absolutely. But I have grown up and I've worked with myself and my brain. If someone tells you something, believe it. Don't. If it's like a trauma or something and they're sharing with you, believe it. Don't judge them. Don't be like, oh, that couldn't have happened. Because you would not believe the levels of awful that other humans have done. And this comes from me working in the mental health field and people with disabilities and people who are different. You would not believe the level of awful that good, upstanding members of the community have done to others. Oh, my jimmies are getting rustled. So when someone tells you something, whether it be good or bad, believe it. And it will work itself out in the wash. Yes, I've absolutely been lied to about stuff someone has done or gone through. That's not on me. I will believe them at face value. If someone says they're in pain, I believe them and I will work my hardest to help them get out of it. Oh, ad break. Therapeutic therapy time. Oops, one too many. Ad break is over. Um, but well, my mom used to call me her chubby Puerto Rican princess, and that it took a while to get over that, and I still don't see myself like I'm not a size 2. but I'm not unpleasurable to the eyes, I guess. Like I know what I look like, but I don't like looking at myself. So it's very hard. Like I know what colors I look good in. I know what things fit my form. But yeah. Woohoo. Okay. I just finished this clump. Well, I can get behind an espresso. Because it's coming into hot chocolate and coffee season again. I actually have some pumpkin spice coffee creamer. Don't judge me. I get to be part white girl. Um, well, because this is what makes me giggle. Technically, Puerto Ricans identify themselves as white. My Lela and uh, my tias and tios and uh, my abuelo, they all identified as white on the census. Censi? The censuses. Um, and that's funny because I'm also Hispanic. Like I am of Puerto Rican descent. Yeah, it's I I want people to be comfortable. I don't judge people on their relationship with gravity. Um, I I want people to be healthy. And healthy comes in many different forms. If your numbers are all checking out and you're feeling pretty good about yourself, you're healthy. Um, I hate I hate getting told that I am obese because I'm not. I am a lot of muscle. Yes, do I have some pudge? Absolutely, I have some fucking pudge. But I also have to stick myself set 4 to 8 times a day because, and I need that pudge. I need that pudge to poke. Woohoo! Okay, we're coming back up here. I really have missed streaming. I'm just so busy. I've missed telling people how wonderful they are, and it is okay to have all the feelings. Okay, three. This is the last. This section is the last big part of the leaf because you can see there's a huge grape leaf right here. Um. Oh, that was really a foobar. Let's see if I can just move it over a little bit. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Well, my 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 out like I take very good care of my skin, ish. I don't abuse my skin. We'll go with that. I don't abuse my skin. But just because you got great skin, it doesn't mean that you're healthy. Anybody who knows me knows that. I take I try to take really good care of myself, and I try to help others get to where they want to be, however they are comfortable and capable of doing. Um, it's not it's not a one size fits all process, and yeah, not one size fits all. Ooh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. My brain froze. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just keep thinking. I keep thinking about my desire to be an NPC, and it's more. It's closer. It's closer to the. I don't want to be the first one to kill the big boss in the raid, but I like to craft things. I like to be the maker, and I like to sit behind the scenes and play in my garden. I don't need to have all the glory. I don't need to have all the fame and well, I wouldn't say no to fortune at this point in time, but I want to be the one that people think of when they are like, "Hey, I'm kind of lost and I need someone to just help me," and I want to be that person. And I hear it a lot. Well, I only come to you when I have a problem. I'm like, that's fine. If I'm a safe spot, if I'm a safe place, that is like the biggest compliment you can give me is that you feel safe coming to me. And like that is a depth of trust and caring that I would never disrespect kind of thing. Oh, and tomorrow? So I I did the 2 weeks of lifeguarding, which afforded me to I'm all set for heating and stuff like that for the winter. But it also afforded me a little bit of extra money to play with. So I went on a shopping bender on Temu before all the prices went up, and tomorrow most of my packages are arriving. So I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, skip one and two. Skip one. Maybe I'll hop on because I I don't know. I don't know. Like I I got I got weird stuff, which none of you should be surprised about. Like not at all. I do too. Like I watch Hope Scope, um, and I like her like lost mail hauls. I like opening things just as much, but I also like watching other people open things. Just like my love of video games actually came from watching other people play. I am not coordinated enough to really be great at video games. A lot of it comes from my brain moving so fast that my hands don't answer fast enough. Um, yeah, that's a frustration point. And now my vision is not as good as it used to be. So that's why I don't play a lot of like reaction time games. Uh, See, when I know what it is and I know it's not exciting, I just wait until I actually need to use it. Like when my Express Scripts packages come in, I'm like, I know what this is. It's gonna go in the drawer till I need it. And honestly, I'm probably gonna cut stream at 11:30 because I have to go. I have to go to the pharmacy, and I also have to go to uh, get dog food. So I gotta do some stuff before I have to go to work. So and I'm anxious about time, even though I know I have enough. I'm anxious about time, so I'm gonna humor myself. I love Hope Scope. She just has yeah. Well, and I get that. I support that. That's kind of why I use like I don't always buy things from Timo. Um, Sometimes Amazon does have a better price, but I do a lot of shopping. I do a lot of coupon clipping, and a lot of what I do is just, especially for the things that are not needs. I did a lot of want shopping. Mhm. Guys, no, lay down. That's not what I wanted. Hmm. No, guys, knock it off. See, and I use PayPal to go through Temu. Like they don't have any of my credit card information. I use PayPal to use them. So, like, I actually use PayPal to pay for a lot of things. So, like, if there's any like questions, I can just go to PayPal. I want to know how I got yarn in my cross stitch stuff. I don't know if I want that answer. Actually, thinking about it, thinking back on it. Oh. Oh, we are we are emptying a bobbin. Good thing that I pulled another skein out. That breakfast is a perfect. Hamburgers are perfect for breakfast. If you want to get fancy, and if you're like rich like that, you could have eggs and put eggs on top of the burger, like a fried egg. That's really good too. But but eggs are a luxury food. Actually, actually, burgers are a luxury food too. I don't even have any burgers. Maybe maybe I have burgers. I have three chest freezers. So, um, if I can freeze it, I'm gonna buy it. Oh, I, I support the egg idea even more now. Not gonna lie. Pixie. Yeah, yeah. It's really rough down here. Egg, lay down, please. You're fine. We are not okay. Sume, I support what you are doing. What did Little do? I have. we speaking of kitties, we saw one on our walk. We Husband Creature and I have been trying to take the shepherds out for a walk every morning when he gets home. How it's going to work with his new job, I don't know. I think we might we're going to have to work it out. But we saw a kitty on our walk, and we didn't have lots and lots of barking. We had lots of attention. That we knew precisely. We knew precisely where that kitty was at all times while we were in the area. Um, but we didn't have barking. But yeah, I get up at 7-ish when he gets home from work, and we uh we walk the dogs. So that they're I'm starting to think that the police are casing my neighborhood. um so not last night. Last night that was actually a pretty low patrol night. But so today's Thursday, last night was Wednesday. So Tuesday night, I'm driving home. It's like 11:10, 11:15. Because I stay and I talk to Husband Creature when I get out of work. Um, and I'm driving down my road. I for living downtown, my road is very wide, and I getting down around one of my 90-degree turn that I have to go down, and all of a sudden, headlights. Now I have a Prius. SUVs and trucks, their lights envelop all of my mirrors, and I already have issues seeing in the dark. So, as I'm driving down the road, all of my mirrors have the super bright lights all in my eyes. So it's a good thing I've lived on my road for 20 years and I make it home, and I pull into my parking space because it's not really a driveway, it's a parking space. Uh and and a cop just books it on by, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And my neighbor comes home. The same cop car is right behind him too, and we're like, what's going on? So we stopped and we chatted about it. And and apparently, well, it's funny. Husband Creature has a car and a license plate that is very similar to a known drug dealer that the police are looking for that apparently lives in our neighborhood, which is way too coincidental. And no, it's not Husband Creature, I know. Um and he's also been pulled over and told that about the situation, because they pulled him over and then they just let him go. Um and we were all very confused. But so and on Tuesday they had from 7 a.m. Now, mind you, the police station is less than 2 miles away, maybe a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles on a taking the long route to my house. Same with the fire station. Like, I get a really good discount on insurance because of the proximity of the fire station and the police station. Um, but they 13 times from 7 a.m. to midnight on Tuesday. And that is a lot, even for them. See, and that's a really good deal. Like, I'm not, if he caves and he's like, well, it's too expensive, you just reach out to me. I will enable, you gotta you gotta you gotta find the right kitty. Oops. Yesterday, while I was lifeguarding, the camp director has a German pointer. His name is Finnegan. Um, and he generally goes out on the boat when she's doing the boat rides. But yesterday, he wasn't paying attention, and she left without him. And she told him to stay, and he was a good boy, and he did. But he came up to me in my chair at the beach. He sat down right in front of me. He was crying. He was like, "My mom is gone." I'm like, "You're a good boy. He'll be back." But he was so sweet. He was like, "My mom left me." Yeah, the easier. So when I had cats. I had a cat. His name was Oliver. Um, but he was a only pet kind of cat, and I had other pets, and he did not appreciate that. So he liked to pee everywhere. So I found him a home with a nice man, who he uh he was the only animal, and he lived a fabulous life. Um, but I had a litter box. You just put in whatever litter you want, clumping, non-clumping. It didn't really matter. I don't know how much it costs. I can probably find it. It's probably god awful expensive these days. But what it was is it sat on the bottom, and then when you wanted to clean it, you just kind of rolled it over, and um, all the gunk and stuff fell into a trap, and all the good litter sifted through, and then you just pull out a drawer, and um, you pull out a drawer, and all the yuck is in there, and then you have nice clean litter that the sifted through the sifty things. I know I'm very technical. I'm very technical in my descriptions. Oh, I guess I already did that line. Okay, two. I I am not opposed to kitties. I like kitties. I don't like their litter boxes. The automated cleaning litter boxes, if you don't clean it out immediately after it does its swipey scoopy thing, then it's gonna get clogged real fast. You could get ambitious and teach your cat how to use the toilet. I haven't even cracked 200 stitches today. I've been get. It's been so long since I've been up. I'm just impressed that it can be done. Like, that within itself is just like, and if someone actually has the time and patience to do it, kudos to you. Like, I do not. Yes, that that was by far the best kitty litter box that I had. Um, but from what I remember, it is not a cheap. Okay, okay, that was about what it was back in the day. So I guess roll and clean litter boxes have kept held stable in the market. Geez, someone to argue in this day and age, $50 is cheap, but for a litter box, I honestly it was the best litter box that I had encountered. So I was for it. Oh, so I gotta open anybody who's paying attention. Like I've been watching a YouTube series called Escape to Rural France. Now it is a man, his name is Dan. He bought a burnt out chateau. It burnt out in 1986 and was left abandoned. Now, he's been going 4 or 5 years. I only recently found it. I think I found it once and I started watching it and then I set it aside and I just have rediscovered it recently. And oh my goodness. Oh, the videos are nice and short. They're like he does daily vlogs and it's like 10 minutes. And it moves fast, but at the same time, like you can have a stopping point and not feel like you missed anything. And I suggest it. He's really cool. Wow. Yeah, that's a bit obscene. And I think one of you guys suggested it, because I had been watching it and I thought I had watched it, but I think it was resuggested, and if it was, I appreciate, and I've been learning quite a bit. Though my house is not a chateau, I can translate. I can translate a lot of the skills that I'm watching and he's talking about. I can translate a lot of that into stuff I'm doing to my house. So. I love stuff like that. Like I like watching the rebuilding process, and I like sometimes I like the sped up videos where they're just doing a thing and clearing it out, and that's very rare though. A lot of the time I like where they're explaining what they're doing, they're talking about it, they're talking about the process and what they're doing and why and their plans. Like I do enjoy that. Like I know some of the things take a long time, so I appreciate when they speed up. Like they're pulling floor up or digging through a room of trash. Like I appreciate the speed up process to watch that. But for the most part, I like watching the projects in real time. I want everybody here to join in with the last 3 months of the year being clean your plate with your whips. Don't start anything new. You can plan new things, but don't start anything new. But work on your current projects. See what you can get done by the end of the year. Um, keep looking for my scissors. They're right in front of me, but I have the cross stitch in front of me. I know I need to, but I don't want to have to go out after stream. But I need to get my meds, and I need to get the dogs food. So I need to do the things, but I don't want. Yes, yes. My brain had to process what we were talking about. I'm also, I, um, her name is Emma, and she's fixing up a general store in Virginia. I enjoy watching her videos too. But really, Escape to Rural France, I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, yeah, I like that. It's kind of like watching someone clear a wood pile. Like you know what they're doing, and just watching it disappear as they speed it up. But then at the end, like having explanations and whatnot. I also like Midlife Stockman. He updates on Mondays, and I love what he is such a good content creator. He he portrays he has a good vibe. Don't get me wrong, but I heard. Like I love watching people fix up their old houses. Like it's part of what's fueling my desire and energy to tackle some of my house projects that I like literally started, and I got deep enough in that I should finish it, but I just haven't. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna finish this lineup. I'm gonna switch over to be right back, and I'm gonna toss the dogs outside and see if I got any. I think I was gonna get some packages today, but I'm not sure. But it's mail has come and gone, so I want to see if I got anything, and also get my dogs out of my hair. I will be right back, my friend. Okie doke. I'm back. Ugh. Probably should have gotten up and stretched a little bit while I was doing stuff. Okay. Might actually get this column done. I am closing out stream in half an hour. Just so I can get all the things that I need to get done and not trigger my anxiety. I like the videos like over the course of a year. I'll toss them on while I'm just kind of cleaning because I don't feel like I'm missing a lot watching them organize and clean. And but when they're talking and they're sharing their passion, Pig, I love you, but please go lay down. She is very upset that I am not spending all of my time showering her with attention. So, one of the types of videos I've been enjoying on TikTok as a guilty pleasure is that's a dog, and that's a dog, and that's a nappy dog, and and it makes me smile. It brings me joy. So no, that is not a select. That is I'm almost done. I'm almost done this column. Funny enough, and so far I'm on count. Like everything is landing where it's supposed to land. So far, but I do know my error is down here more. So we'll see how far it travels over because you can work them out. It does take a little bit of time, but you can overcome your counting errors. And it is easier in cross stitch. Overcoming counting errors in crochet and knitting is a little harder. That's that. Right there. And we're towards the end of this piece of string, so I'm gonna yeah, I do that too. Like I'll do an increase if I need to. I've gotten better at it. Mm. I wonder if it has these out on this one, and then swap my string. Red chicken for no reason. So we got the first 3/4 wood in. So most of my free time after stream for the next few days is going to be stacking wood because we got to get 6 cord. Oh, oh, okay, we're back. Well, with the wood, what I do is generally after stream, I when I don't have the pile of wood, I go and I play with the dogs for 45 minutes. Um, they're just gonna have to have their time cut down a little bit because I will be setting a timer for after stream. I do 30 minutes, but most of the time I do half an hour, an hour. I set a timer for an hour. What I can do in an hour is what I do in an hour. It might be something I start doing after I get home from work, just changing into my work clothes, not out of my work clothes, into some other kind of work clothes, and just an hour or half an hour. I might split it up, half an hour after stream, half an hour after work, and just stack it. This year I'm trying to pull forward all the old dry stuff that we have all seasoned and everything like that, and I'm putting a little bit more effort into it. So, but I have cleaned my chimney this year. I did that. Husband creature took some time to start moving wood into the basement, and I took that time while he was working to body double with him, and I got the chimney all cleaned and I started organizing. So, but that's gonna be my life for a little while. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what the. Oh, I'll show off. want you guys to all see all the toys that are also on the floor that are not supposed to be in my craft room. I have to make room in my staging room for the air conditioners because I'm at least gonna pull the one in my craft room out. It's, well, we might still have warm days. It's not getting obscenely hot, and I can just open a window or two, and I have fans. So I'm gonna make space for at least the smaller air conditioner because I can wrangle that one. Mhm. I'm getting a leaf shape. Getting the final point of the leaf going on here. Mhm. So much green in these leaves. Yeah. Speaking the lake that I've been lifeguarding at is like 6 feet lower than normal. It's ridiculous. Like it is. It, yes, yes. The spring was super rainy. Like every weekend being rainy, I had had enough of that. But we definitely did not get enough rain this summer, and we didn't get enough snow in the winter either. So it's we need some precipitation going on. Apparently, I've talked myself out.
My mind is like a hive. The thoughts intrusive are just bees buzzing to stay alive, distracted and elusive. They collide with
Jules, how's my connection been? Has
with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink of insanity.
have I dropped it all?
Lost in thought, I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling. A
Ooh, I
reminder
got another block done.
of the power I hold.
I think I'm almost done a column.
So
Yeah, I
embrace the bees within my
I have a
brain.
few lines
Like
left, and
they
then I'm
drive
done a
me
column.
insane.
This makes me happy.
Chaos, I find a
I have
refrain.
8 lines left before I'm done a column. So
Complexity of
once the
being.
column is done, I'm gonna. That's when stream is gonna get called.
You will never understand that this is my norm, and I have chosen to embrace the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm,
All of the maples here in Bangor have the blight that everybody that everybody doesn't really like, and I can see why. But it's so contagious, and getting rid of it is redonkulously difficult. That yeah, my maples have started losing their leaves in beginning of August. I we have not mowed our lawn more than 3 times. Like I don't let my yard get to like super duper tall like jungle levels, but it's a little bushy right now because well, there hasn't been enough rain to make it really grow tall or at all. Honestly, the wildflowers that I have in a because I'm in a rotation year for my flower garden, the weeds and wild garden in the wild garden are doing better than the grass. Yeah, oh yeah. So that line is all done. At least I think so. Yeah, that line's all done. Mhm. 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 Skip one. Skip one and one. Okay. well, well, he needs to learn how to do a rain dance first, and then he can mow. But we have to balance it out. That's the thing. Is is I don't mind having a couple rainy days or even a rainy week. But when it turns into like a month of rain, no. Okie doke. It hiccuped. It didn't drop. It would figure as I'm closing out that it would start being a pain in the butt. And that's another thing that's on my it will only take me 5 minutes. I need to do this before the year ends, is to run network cable. So I have a wired connection up here. Okie doke. Guys, seriously. You were just outside. No, I'm trying to do something. Today. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's just cruel. Today, got 299 stitches done. Got up to 4.09%. Started off at 4.02. So, it's good progress. It was definitely thinking about it. But thank you everybody for returning. Thank you for the gift of your time. Drink your water, take your meds. Shush. Be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. Oh my holy Hannah, no. We can end on 299 because the dogs are on the verge of barking, which I do not want inside. Enough. Shush. Because husband creature is in fact trying to sleep. I will see everybody tomorrow night, 7 p.m. dual stream with Dast. I love you all, and I forgot I had my camera up so you guys could see them begging at me.